Tabletop role-playing news. We aim to amuse and we aim to enthuse. And Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG
Hello, and welcome to Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG talk. I am Russ, aka Morris, or Morris, aka Russ, and with me this week is
PJ Coffey from the Southampton Guild of Roleplayers, also of Homebrew and Hacking, tabletop TTRPG design. Joining us also, I have the extreme pleasure to introduce a lady who always makes sure that things are perfectly balanced, as they should be. It's the one, it's the only, it's
me, Jessica from EM Publishing. Perfectly balanced. I don't know about that. My dex skill is a little low, but I try my best.
Yeah, she wasn't saying that you were perfectly balanced, just that you make things perfectly balanced, you see. It's your presence which balances the environment.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I'll take that.
I was thinking quite literally. I was quite thinking literally in terms of making it all like our little spheres of influence on the screen were in the right place, and there was less overlap.
Oh,
in other words, you moved the circles so that they were evenly spaced. That is what we're saying.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
we got there eventually.
And
remember, listeners, jokes are always better when they're explained.
Indeed. And if you're thinking,
always explain every joke I make. That's very important.
Indeed. And listener, if you're thinking layouts, what are they talking about? It's because we are live recording this. So if you would like to see our faces whilst we talk, because that's the sort of thing you like, we do this every Friday at 2 p.m. BST, 9 a.m. Eastern, and that's on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So you can come in and join us when we're live recording and put questions in the comments and take part if you so wish.
Right. Have we got some news to talk about? I think
we do.
We do.
Ooh.
So, let's start with quite a lot of news. Yeah.
A few bits.
Better than last week. So our first bit of news is related to that Beadle and Grimm.
Ooh.
Good old Beadle and Grimm.
Ooh.
So,
purveyors of fine luxury modules.
Yeah. Tyranny of Dragons, if you recall.
Yes.
So Tyranny of Dragons was the first adventure released, or big hardcover adventure released for 5th edition D&D.
Yeah. Written by a lot of Kobold Press lads.
Yeah. So 10 years ago that was.
10
whole years.
Remember.
Long time ago. And because it's been 10 years, Beadle and Grimm are releasing an anniversary edition. They're calling it the Legendary Edition.
Oh.
So Beadle and Grimm are that company that does these box sets of D&D adventures, and they come with a whole ton of stuff. So you get a bunch of miniatures.
Ooh.
You get a dragon. You get a bunch of other miniatures, as you can see here on the screen right now.
I even know who that red mage is.
Who is it?
I'm not going to tell you. Spoilers.
Oh.
I don't think at this stage I'm going to be playing Tyranny of Dragons.
Well, I play Tyranny of Dragons, so yeah. Well, there are people out there who have yet to... No. It was 5.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember his name.
Well, that shut me up.
Yeah. Well, it's when I played it. Somebody ran it for me. It was great. Like, I had both books. I was like, if only someone would run it for me. And someone was like, a pair of books. You say, I can run that for you. I was like, yeah, right. And then we at his request, gendered the party of all kobolds. Which is a game where kobolds are the opposition for a lot of the things was a little bit incongruous, but it was good fun, so can't complain.
I mean, that brings up an interesting question for me, because you're saying about spoilers, because if something's 10 years old, if it's a TV show or a film, I kind of think 10 years is kind of fair game, a little bit to, if you're talking about it in a public space. I mean, if someone obviously goes, I haven't seen it, don't say anything, then fair enough. But I wouldn't think, it's not like the week TV show came out. But if for role-playing games, is that a lot longer than 10 years? Because people don't churn through adventures as quickly. Like, I'm playing The Enemy Within from Warhammer Fantasy currently, and that's not a recent adventure. So
yeah, I'll just check.
What is
You
the
don't
spoiler
speak
limit?
German, do you?
A
Jessica, you
little
don't speak
bit.
any German. Oh, okay, right, yeah. Sorry, just no particular reason. Anyway. Sorry, okay. If you speak German and if you listen to it and you know the names of the NPCs, then there are things like mistakes. Stuff like that. And that's yeah.
Oh, in Warhammer Fantasy. Oh, yeah.
So like it's like you listen to the NPC and you'd be like, wait 10 minutes.
Warhammer Fantasy is full of puns and it directs you and things like that. It's very much a wink and a nudge, nudge kind of telling style of comedy. But but I was wondering, for adventures, is there a spoilers time frame, or is it just
kind of diving way off topic? But
I was just thinking about
edit out a topic clip.
Well, I'm sorry, but it came up naturally.
Yeah. Well, we probably shouldn't get. Well, it's because I don't want to give spoilers for Tyranny of Dragons. Although, like, if you see the covers, you'll be like, "Oh, we're fighting Tiamat," and it's yes, you are. But yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, sorry, Russ. Get back to your carefully crafted news.
We're looking at what was in this box. So we've got the miniatures.
Big red dragon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got a whole lot of handouts. Lots and lots of handouts. There's also, I haven't got a slide of it, but poster maps as well, and battle maps.
We love a poster map.
Like that.
Yeah.
A DM screen. With a whole bunch of stuff on it. There's a map on there. There's various tables, and it's very small there. I can't actually read it, but there's lots of stuff on there.
It's got conditions on there, which is taking up a lot of space, to be honest.
Conditions.
A map of the Sword Coast, which would be quite useful. I can't read those. Those are too small. It's got a bunch of NPCs, maybe, so maybe those are useful things. I can't really tell, to be honest. But yeah, no, that's like basically two sections of conditions, which seems like a lot, but all right. I do like the art on the front though.
It's nice,
but again, you're left in that. It's like if you know anything about D&D and you're fighting a dragon with 5 heads, each of which is a different color. Like, is this a Hydra? No, it's not a Hydra. And of course, you've got a big gold dragon as well, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, that was it. So that's some of the stuff that's in it. There's poster maps, there's tokens, there's cards and handouts and things like that as well. I do have the page here. I've got a whole list of everything that's on there. It is a lot of stuff. So we've got the full module divided into 5 booklets.
Nice. Very nice.
Updated to the 2024 rules.
Oh, okay, yeah.
High quality poster map of the Sword Coast. 13 poster sized gridded battle maps.
Okay, yeah.
A set of 6 interchangeable road battle maps.
Useful, yeah.
9 large area maps your players can use to plan their assaults and travel.
Okay, yeah.
That's coming up to 30 odd maps there.
That's a lot of art. I mean, some of it is generic, some of it is just classic D&D, because you've got like a map of the Sword Coast on the inside of the DM screen as well. So, they just really like you to make the Sword Coast a thing and to love the Sword Coast. So if you love the Sword Coast, this is going to be a good time for you.
What else we got? We've got 10 miniatures, which we've already seen.
Nice one.
The DM screen, which is what we can see right now. An exclusive DM's Guide to the Tyranny of Dragons by Mike Shea.
Yes. Yeah, that will be extremely helpful because, from the player side of it, I'm like, my poor GM, who was not like, a bad GM, was struggling with some of it because I think this was started before the monster manual was out and before like anyone knew anything about how to run the game. And there are some assumptions about the encounters which he was trying to run, which I would not make. Which with the benefit of 11 years and so forth, of being a big nerd about it. Yeah, there were some things that I'm like, okay, that is different.
Well, there was
from how
also an element of the original printing of this by Global Press was being written before they had the full rules in hand as well.
Well, exactly. Yeah, there's some bits which are clearly based on other things, and there's some things. So the Mike Shea book, I'd say, is an absolute must read because he's very good at going through these published adventures and really bringing out how to get the best out of them. Yeah, or you could do it yourself. Depends how much homework you enjoy. Not a big fan myself, but anyway.
Also, we've got 57 encounter cards, 11 of which are oversized, and they have updated 2024 stat blocks.
Okay.
We've got 20 half-page art pieces, 19 handouts.
Yeah.
Nice.
A Cult of the Dragon insignia wearable pin.
Oh, I can see that being very Des.
A Tyranny of Dragons coin of completion.
Okay, right.
I assume that means something in context of the adventure. I haven't played it.
Not to me. I guess good job on finishing the game. It's a shiny coin.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
And a whole bunch of other maps and DMAs. There's a lot of stuff in that box. A lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big adventure path. The original was 2 hardbacks, and it went 1 to 16, which is pretty hardcore. So definitely one of the longer characters I played. Maybe the longest. Not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So this is
about a year of full days. Yeah.
So you can pre-order it. It ships in November. This is going to set you back. I've got it here in pounds, so I don't know what this is in dollars. £301. So I'm guessing in the $350 range, that is.
Wow. Yeah. Good grief. Yeah.
Well, it is a luxury box set, so I'm not shocked by that price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not for everyone. Although, could we have a look at the cover again? Because, if possible, no.
The cover, as in the main box.
The box cover. Yeah.
Jess, can you bring up the slide view again? Every time I click on the people view, it disappears for some reason.
Right. It's just because that, central piece, it reminds me very much of a certain 1980s film called Krull, where you had the glaive.
Yes.
You had the glaive, which was not a glaive at all. It's like a spinning, not even a disc. It's like 5, like the cover of this box, which is 5 teeth, I guess. But they were blades.
It's related to the 5 dragon heads in some way, but they don't look like heads. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're claw. I don't know, man. I can't tell you, but as soon as I saw that, I was imagining that was going and flying off and fighting Tiamat with, because putting a glaive in, as in the Krull item, would be pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or pretty
Seems
cool.
Unlikely. Seems unlikely.
Does seem very unlikely. Not a way to bet. But anyway, I quite like it. I think it's super stylish, that black and red box. It's Beadle and Grimm. It's pricey, but it's generally worthwhile. So if you really like it, then worth it.
Right. So we got a trailer. This is the Coast. Put out a trailer this week, and I quite like it. It's for Heroes of the Borderlands, the brand new starter set, which came out last week. And they put out a nice trailer, and I thought we could watch it and then say what we think about it. It's not very long, so we can watch it now.
Yes, I will put it on. If you're listening to the podcast, you'll hear the audio, but to give you context, what we're seeing, we're starting off with a close-up of a sword in a classic kind of fantasy background setting. But yeah, let's have a look.
Yes.
Go.
My journey ends here, but yours goes on. Remember what happened here today. Avenge me, my child!
And now we jump to a D&D table.
That was actually kind of epic.
Too much?
Just enough. Don't make it weird.
Present day, and it looks like parents and a teen child, and now we're going back to 2010.
What do you do?
I want to cut off its head.
Great. Roll for it.
The person cutting off the head is a pregnant woman, who we presume is the parent of the child in the previous scene. Now we're going back in time to 1995.
Hey, you guys want to try Dungeons and Dragons later?
Hell yeah. I'm in. Sure, sounds fun.
I don't know if that's my thing.
What? Why not? Come on, today's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, all right. I'm in.
Tagline, where will yes take you? And it's showing off here is the Borderlands box set, and the tagline, say yes to adventure.
Thank you for your audio description. Excellent work.
Wanted to keep it
Yeah.
brief because I don't
Quite
want to be
enjoyed that
talking
trailer.
too
I
much.
liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it's showing the history of this person's life. Obviously, they started playing Dungeons and Dragons when they were a teen, and they played into adulthood and went on to have a child and introduce their child to the hobby. So I think it's trying to show that epicness that D&D can be in people's lives. Because I know a lot of people, you know, it's a large part of their lives. Like all three of us, you know, it's yeah, it's kind of escalated in our lives. We do this podcast and, you know, publish RPGs ourselves.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that
I was just trying to play games.
Going on since 1995 was the third flashback.
Yes.
That's right.
Was it? Yeah, so 30 years. A 30-year gaming
Yes.
group. Which is pretty good going. For a gaming group.
Very good going, indeed. Yes.
I don't know many 30-year gaming groups. That's quite a feat. I think the longest I had was about 5 years that we had.
I'm
and
not
that
sure
was
the
it.
ages look
Going.
quite right, to be honest, because that means they must be about 50, and they didn't look about 50 in the initial starting. Or maybe they're just very, very, very attractive, young-looking people. I don't know.
I think that's what it is. They moisturize and use SPF.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I like that, and the idea that just like they just said yes one day, like 30 years ago, just to try something, and 30 years later they're still doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, not incorrect.
No.
What's
I'm sure
what's
that's a story for
interesting-
many people.
This is an advert for Heroes of the Borderlands starter set, but this very much isn't selling specifically Dungeons and Dragons or thing. It's the idea of playing a role-playing game. And I think only Wizards of the Coast can do that approach because they're so well known and so associated with role-playing games. You can say play a role-playing game that people are like, well, of course it's Dungeons and Dragons because of course. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the other aspect of that, of course, is because ignoring the fact that Wizards of the Coast is so big and has the resources to do it, also the brand name. If you put any other brand name on that that advert, I think people would look at it and go, I don't understand what's going on. But because it's got the D&D brand name on it, they've got some preconceived sort of cultural osmosis information already in their heads. Even if they don't know much about it, they've probably heard the words before. They've, you know, they've probably got an idea that it uses funny dice or something, or you know, they might not know exactly what it is. But
I've seen Lord of the Rings. Are we pretending to be in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
So something that I would say, if I put on my imagining that I was not connected as I am to role-playing games, is what I'd say is unusually is the box has a 12+ rating on it. Which is there
because of the pieces, though. That'll be because of the pieces and small children eating things.
Yes.
Rather than the sort. It's not
And
like
liability.
It's you kind of have to.
I don't think that small pieces are the reason why, but okay, sure, why not?
With manufacturing legislation, if you're targeting to children under the age of 12, there's a whole bunch of other testing and policies and things you have to do. Because if you're selling products to children, you have to reasonably expect, like, toddlers will explore things with their mouths and children will impulsively shove things in their ear.
To just put 12+ on the box and that problem just goes away.
And then there's a whole legal things you'd avoid. So if you find a lot of board games are 12 or 14+, it's to get over that legislation.
Yeah.
Right. Fascinating. Okay. And the other thing that really sticks out to me is previously I would expect this to feature children playing it or teenagers. And for most of that ad, they were actually people, grown-ups with families. Like
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
might
I
even
Part
say
of that is 'cause
millennials.
they needed to show it over a 30-year period. They wanted
Yeah.
to show them growing up. So they started off as teenagers in 1995, and then they were
Yeah.
sort of nearly 50 in
Well, about 45.
Had their
I would
teams
say.
their own there, because
Yeah.
I think in the scene before we saw one of the players was pregnant, so I think that's alluding to that was when that child was,
Yeah.
born, and then so I think it's meant to show the generational thing that we played this when we were a teenager, and now I'm going to play it with my teen.
Yeah. Definitely a change. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. I enjoyed that trailer a lot.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the
next.
links in the show notes, if my audio
Yeah, the link will be right
was
there.
not sufficient.
Yes, it's on the YouTubes. You can watch it there, but we'll put a link in the show notes. You can go and watch it. Anyway,
Okay.
Unearthed Arcana. So, do
Indeed.
we remember quite a while ago there was an Unearthed Arcana for some Arcane subclasses?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's
3 or
been
4
like
months ago.
nearly
3
7
months
years,
ago, 4 months
man.
ago.
Like I see
It's
it,
been
we've
18
seen a lot of
Yeah.
Arcana.
It was the
under
one
bridge now.
before the most recent one. Anyway, so it had the Arcane Archer, the Tattooed Warrior Monk, and the Conjurer,
Yes!
Transmuter, Necromancer, and Enchanter.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, no, I do
Oh.
remember this. Because I remember the
Yeah.
monk looked very cool. I liked the concept of it, and it had nice
Oh, the tattoos.
roleplay links with it.
Yeah.
Correct.
So this is updates and changes to that.
Yes, yeah. So they took the feedback, because there's always a survey after they put these playtests out. They take all the feedback, and this is an updated version of it, of
Nice.
the same playtest. So there are a few changes. The Arcane Archer has some new features.
Okay.
Good.
So it's got magical ammunition that can be used outside of combat. It's got a new arcane burst ability that pushes creatures away.
Ooh.
Okay.
The tattooed monk has been redesigned.
Yeah. Oh.
Its magical abilities are no longer spell casting.
Okay.
They're
What
not spells now.
what are they?
I'm not sure. They're just no longer spell casting. I'm
Okay.
reading a summary
I
rather.
think- I
is it
think
more like-
previously-
And it's got beast tattoos, which provide cantrips in addition to enhancing other core monk features.
Okay. I shall have to take a look at that. Although I don't think we should go over the whole document again because we've already done that once.
Yeah, and this is the same document with changes. It's not a brand new,
Okay.
totally brand new document.
But it sounds
won't
like
go
they've
through it.
really. I mean, I do remember the monk did stick out to me because it was really quite cool ideas. It's just I didn't like the implementation. I felt it really fell short of where it needed to be. So hopefully they've sorted that out. So good for them.
Yeah, well, there's another couple of bits. Contra Wizard, the summoning spells has creatures that are much more durable than they were. So some of the feedback was that the summoned creatures weren't lasting in combat.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Necromancer can now summon multiple undead creatures.
Good. That's what I want from my Necromancer.
The Transmuter now has a shape-shifting ability, which I guess makes sense.
I mean, I guess. All right. Yeah.
And there are 3 other subclasses which have been removed from this playtest. So that could mean one of two things. One, that they've been removed, or the other, that the feedback was that they're perfectly fine, no further playtesting needed. It's hard to tell.
I mean...
There's two warlock ones and 1 cleric one.
Okay. That's hard to say.
Yeah, it is hard to say. But, it's good to see that they're taking on board the feedback and then putting things out for, another iteration of playtesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So market research, why not?
Yeah. Right. Jess, you had a topic to bring up next, I believe.
I absolutely do. So I saw this on BackerKit and I thought it looked fun. So this is Pathfinder Quest by obviously Paizo, the Pathfinder, and this is a cooperative adventure board game for 1 to 4 players. It's no GM. So it reminded me. I always like board games like this because I loved Hero Quest as a child. That was my gateway into the whole hobby. And this isn't like Hero Quest, obviously, but it's an adventure board game. And it looks really fun. So I've got the Kickstarter page up. They're doing really well. They've got 350 grand raised with 29 days left.
Yeah, it's doing very well. But board games,
doing really
board
well.
games really
But,
do, don't they?
Yeah, and the regular version is $100, and then it's $120 for the deluxe version, and then there's other pledge tiers with loads of stuff on. But if you're just wanting the game, then that's all there. And yeah, it looks really interesting. So it's tile based, so you have all these different tiles, so you can lay out different maps, and they've got different textures on. So some are lava, some are grass terrain. They've got different runes. It comes with a whole load of miniatures, and there's a card based system for your character, which we're seeing a lot of, but it makes sense in the board gamey world as well. And pretty much you're going on adventures. It's interesting that it says 1 to 4 players. It does come with standees for all the monsters and things, but you can upgrade to the deluxe miniatures version I mentioned. So it's got a whole load of stuff in. There's challenge books, and so it's got all these pre-written scenarios in for you. I imagine it's very easy to make your own as well once you've got through that. But yeah, it just looked really cool, and I like the idea that it can be for one player, because solo board games I didn't get for a long time. But then in the pandemic, I played a lot of This War of Mine solo. I really enjoyed that, so I kind of got it a bit more. So I think it's interesting that you can do that there. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm quite tempted by it, is all I can say. But yeah, you get loads of stuff in. So you get adventure book, a challenge book. There's a campaign
a lot of that
things
stuff as well. You could scavenge and use in your actual role-playing game as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's got a whole load of tokens and mini little standees.
96 enemy pawns, 12 pawn bases, all that scenery tiles. Oh yeah, And
we're talking the other week about tracking damage using tokens. They have 76 damage tokens, varying from 1, 5, 10, and 20. So if you wanted to use your D&D character sheet, you could as well, or your Pathfinder character sheet, even. Sorry, because it's Pathfinder. So.
I wonder how close it goes to the Pathfinder rules.
Well, it is an adventure board game, so I don't think it is a role-playing game in that sense. So it is going to work like a board game. So let's go to the how to play section. I've not read in detail how to.
I haven't seen a D20.
No, it's not the role-playing game. Use your character skills and abilities. You roll quest dice to determine outcomes. So there is some dice rolling in it, but it's not like a D20. So it's not playing Pathfinder. It is an adventure board game.
It's got some dice
D6s.
Yeah.
So with various dice numbers on. So it's going to be more like your Hero Quest type of thing, or like what's the Star Wars Imperial Assault?
Yes.
You know,
something like that. Games. Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be something like that, opposed to playing Pathfinder.
Imperial Assault,
didn't we?
I think we did.
Didn't we go to your place and play that once? A couple of years ago. You were there as well, Peter.
No.
Yeah.
Jess.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really love that game, so I'd 100% play. I play that game a lot, but anyway.
Yeah.
I think the description at the top is a bit on the nose. It's like no endless prep. And it's like, oh, come on, Paizo, be kind to Pathfinder. It's not endless prep.
Yeah.
Some of us like endless prep.
Yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, it's not playing Pathfinder, as we said. It's a board game, but I really like tie-ins and things like this, and I think I always have a soft spot for these sorts of games because, like I say, Hero Quest is and I'm going to be playing Hero Quest next weekend because I'm down visiting family, and my nibblings have asked me about 4 times already if we can play Hero Quest, because that's what we do every time I'm down. Even though they have all the stuff to run it and play it themselves, you know.
But they don't. They save it for when you come to visit.
They do. Save it for when Auntie Jess comes.
That they do with Auntie Jess, yeah.
I'm making them all nerds.
Which module are you on with Hero Quest, if you don't mind me asking?
We completed the book. I'm writing their own adventure. They've long finished their adventure because we've been playing since they've been quite little. So this is like 6-7 years, and they have the same characters.
Right.
One is called Princess Spider Girl, and the other one is called Darren. Very different vibes, but that's fine.
Mhm.
So yes,
Oscar.
and other
Love it.
yes, but it works, and they're a good team.
Mm.
And then we
Yes.
have some more classic fantasy figures that roll in with different family members that get roped in when Grandad needs to play and things. And but yeah, but it works, and they're having a great time. So yes. But there we go. So yeah, but if you also want to have a great time, Pathfinder Quest board game is live and back.
It does look very cool. It does look very cool.
Like I say, it is quite pricey. It is $100, but you see why, because you do get a lot of stuff for it. So it's good value, but $100 is $100 at the end of the day. So, and those are my thoughts.
Wow. Have you seen the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game in the wild?
No.
I haven't done.
I'd
like
might
to.
have. Is it a tabletop? Is it a tabletop and minis and stuff? Yeah, I think some people were playing it.
Well, there's no minis, no, just the books.
Oh, okay. Yeah. People were playing a game. I look at it and it's like full of Marvel stuff, so it's probably something different then. Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know.
Wow, those are nice covers.
Yeah, I mean, the news, the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game came out a couple of years ago. There's a lot of expansions for it, a lot more than the 4 that we've shown there. Lots and lots and lots of them. It's doing very well. It's one of the games that's managing to hit the sort of big stores in the US, the mainstream stores as well, because it's got that Marvel crossover appeal. Designed by Matt Forbeck. In fact, he came on the show to talk about it a couple of years ago, if you recall.
I do.
One of the sort of like sticking points with it was that you could not get PDFs of it. You know, like FFG, Fantasy Flight Games' Star Wars stuff, you could never get PDFs of.
That's like a licensing thing, isn't it?
But apparently, I mean, this is very much conjecture and rumour, but at the time, what I heard from various people was that the licensing didn't allow them to do electronic products because Disney didn't want them making basically video games. They wanted them making tabletop games. And for whatever reason, PDFs kind of fell into that category as being electronic, not, you know, it's kind of very much a sort of technicality type thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the same with Marvel, because obviously Marvel is also owned by Disney, but I did see that on one of the social medias. Matt Forbeck did mention it wasn't a legality thing, it's just that Marvel weren't that into the idea of PDFs.
Oh, okay.
For whatever reason.
If they don't want your money, then that's fair enough.
Well, that's all changed now, because that screenshot that I'm showing you there is from DriveThruRPG. You can now hop over to DriveThruRPG and buy the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game and its many, many expansions.
Nice.
It is very cool. There's actually 30 books in total. No, 57.
Oh, wow.
37 books. 37 titles on DriveThruRPG. I don't know all books. Some of them are kind of like screens and bundles of this and that. So,
yeah. There'll be various smaller bits.
I'm looking at the X-Men one, the Fantastic Four one, the Kang one, the Skrull one.
Spider-Verse.
The Spider-Verse one. There's an Avengers one. There's all sorts, plus the core rule books as well themselves. Yeah. So there's a whole lot of stuff there. So if you were vaguely interested in trying out Marvel Multiverse role-playing, but didn't want to splash out for the... I actually picked up the playtest.
Yeah.
Back like 2 or 3 years ago. You could go along to Amazon or probably some of the big, I don't know, some of the big stores, and actually pick up the playtest version in softcover format, and I actually picked that up, and I have that on the shelf in front of me somewhere. But the final version changed quite a bit from it, I understand.
I don't think you got round to actually playtesting that, did you?
I did not playtest it, no. I picked it up to read, and out of curiosity, I wasn't that interested in actually participating in the play. I had the time to, there's Paizo ones and Wizard of the Coast ones and Marvel ones. There's a lot of play tests out there. I don't think I have time to do them, but I'm busy trying to run my own company. Much as I would love to.
Yes.
Although although we did play, well, I did play the Mutants and Masterminds 4 playtest, so I take that back. I have done that very recently, in fact.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, did I mention that the lead designer of Mutants and Masterminds 4th edition reached out to us after we covered it on the show?
Oh, yeah, I hope he wasn't too angry.
No, very, very happy to see us covering it, and we'd love to love to come on the show and talk about it, or run a demo for us.
Oh, well, I mean, this be a demo where we get to play, because that sounds fun.
Play, yes.
Yeah, all right. That sounds great.
And I get to see the game played the way it's supposed to be played, as opposed to the mangled interpretation that I managed to somehow run.
It's to know. Well, yeah, I think we're arranging logistics with them to get that sorted. So
I've got to get back to them on that. Yeah.
Amazing.
But that'll be fun.
Looking forward to it.
Superhero fun.
Sorry, superhero stuff is like. So there's that. This Marvel Multiverse has just hit drive-through RPG. I think I'm still waiting for my DC Heroes reissue boxed set, which kickstarted about a year ago, maybe. I don't know if you remember that one, but that did quite well on Kickstarter, and that I definitely backed that one. So I'm still waiting for that one. So I'll have 3 different superhero RPGs.
I can segue to another superhero RPG if you like.
Sure, why not?
Invincible. It's coming to
RPGs.
Yeah.
They come out so fast I can't even count fast enough.
Exactly. So this is being done by Free League. So Invincible superhero role playing based off the graphic novels and the TV show. And it's called Animation TV show. I don't know, but it's launching on the 23rd of September for the role playing game, and I'm intrigued by it because it's always interesting seeing how people approach superheroes in role playing games. Because especially in Invincible, because there's varying power levels for different superheroes in this,
and extreme
world.
Violence.
Yeah, it's
gory.
Yeah, a bit like The Boys. Level of gore.
Like, yeah. I don't know whether that will be fundamentally a part of the actual game, or whether they'll just leave it up to you to how gory you want to describe things. When you kill a bad guy, do you just shoot him, or does
you have to describe the bones cracking and jutting through, and then blood spray everywhere?
I guess you could literally decide at your own table, maybe in a session 0 or something, how much of that you want to do.
Exactly. Someone in the comments, Andrew, said they just finished season 3 of Invincible last night. So so you understand everything going on with this. I finished watching season 2. I need to watch season 3.
I think I'm really in the same place you are. Yeah.
Oh, good. You're watching all of it, because normally you don't like animation.
Well,
is this the exception?
I don't mind superhero animation.
Okay, interesting.
Bizarrely.
I guess, is that because it's so hyper unreal that it...
I think, no, it's not even a superhero. I don't mind very quite 2D animation.
Okay.
Because it doesn't uncanny valley me. I don't mind animation that is very clearly cartoon. There's 80s animations like He-Man and Thundercats and all that sort of stuff. It was so clearly cartoon that there was no uncanny valley aspect to it whatsoever.
Right.
Whereas modern animation, if I go and watch like the Clone Wars from Star Wars or something, they're trying to do physics models and 3D and stuff, or Star Wars Rebels, all that sort of stuff, and it's just the movement and the uncanny valley aspect is what does it for me. So I don't mind it when it's really clearly cartoon. If they go that far back, I'll sit there and watch an episode of Danger Mouse happily.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Because there's no uncanny valley there for me.
Yeah, we might be okay with rotoscoped stuff. Like, do you remember the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings?
Oh, I did struggle with that, to be honest.
Yeah, like so, but like the movement, I was thinking specifically. Otherwise, something like Dan or Freeran has a lot better movement, because I understand exactly what you mean. I couldn't watch Clone Wars, I just was like, no, I'm not
everyone
watching
seemed to
this.
bounce along on tiptoes when they walked, and they jump distances that are not superhero jumps, but higher than normal person jumps. So therefore, it was neither a superpower that they were doing it up to jump to the top of a building, which I'd be fine with. It was just like It's
They
like in
could
between
just,
the two, and it annoys me.
yeah. I understand completely what you mean. I got to say that like filmmakers do not understand how gravity works. It's quite disconcerting. Like Peter Jackson and The Hobbit, that was not animated, but my goodness, the stuff that went through there, it just I find it very immersion breaking. But yeah, I mean, I will say Free League does have quite a hill in front of them with Invincible, because the comic book and the animated series do have strikingly different art styles.
It looks like it's the TV show sort of art style they're going for with this.
Which is a good thing.
What I'm interested in is what will this do that all the other superhero games don't do? I'll be interested to see what that is, because I think like with Invincible, you watch it for the plot, and
yes,
and obviously you take the plot out of it because presumably you're playing your own adventures. What therefore then makes the game different to another game where you use your own adventure and your own plot?
Yeah,
good question.
I mean,
what makes it different to the Marvel Multiverse game, for example?
not exactly. Like I think it'd be really struggling to get Omni-Man. I mean, maybe you're just trying to survive when Omni-Man's going to come up and rip your head off. Who knows?
I don't know.
That doesn't feel like it'd be a great thing for the game, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's
what's Free League's in-house system? I assume it's going to use that. What's it? I've forgotten what it's called.
I've forgotten the name of it. But
Totally.
Does it have a special name? It's the D6 dice pool system that they use for Tales of the Loop. Tales of the Loop, Aliens.
It's annoying me now. It's annoying me. I need to know what it's called. I do. Year Zero. See, I do.
Oh, Year Zero Engine. Yeah, that's the one.
After Mutant Year Zero.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I take your points on that. I think it's interesting. I also think because it's done by Free League, it will be very visually beautiful as a book. So I think could be a really nice collector's item as like a coffee table book for fans of Invincible. Because Free League is well known for their layout and their artwork being, really top notch. So I imagine this would be the same. So I think there's an element where if you're a really big fan of, Invincible, this is a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. I mean,
we can check out next week.
Yeah, it's not on Kickstarter yet, but there's a pre-launch page there. They've got 6,500 followers already, so this is going to do very well.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
The Free Leagues always do. They always announce a big license around about this time of year, and then have a winter Kickstarter, and then we do the most anticipated RPG polls. And it's always perfectly timed. I'm not saying that's why they time it then. It's just that the time.
Oh, I'm saying it is. They're like, what is EN World doing? What's their schedule? We need to get in with them.
Yeah, but it does always mean that their big license for that year is always in the zeitgeist, just as we do that poll.
Yeah,
and that's part of, I guess, why. Well, it's not the only reason. Obviously, they do very well in those polls because they do really good stuff and they've got a great following.
Yeah.
But partly it's because I think it's timed. The timing means it's always on the tip of the tongue when that comes round.
Anyway, that's launching on Kickstarter next week, September 23rd, and you can follow the pre-launch page with 6,000 other people if you're also interested.
There is a greater than 25% chance that I will back that.
Oh.
Right. Hard numbers.
Yes.
Good to know.
Yeah. No, it does look cool. I'm intrigued, I think is the best way to describe it for me.
Yeah. Like I say, it's it is one that you'd follow for the plot, but I haven't seen the latest season, so no. I mean, it's quite an interesting conceit, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I read the comics. Very long time ago, to the point that I've kind of forgotten what happened in them that long ago. But yeah, I enjoyed the comics a lot, and I've watched, as I say, 2 seasons of the show, so I should try and catch up with the 3rd season.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Jess, you were saying about that Pathfinder board game.
Yes.
you quite liked that you could play it solo.
I did say that.
You did say that. Do you know what else you can play solo now?
Yes, a wonderful segue.
Is it Baldur's Gate 3? Because I'm pretty sure
you
that's
can
on
play
there.
that solo too, but yes, that's not what we were talking about.
I like
I'm
that
so
you got.
confused.
I like that you got a Baldur's Gate 3 reference in the show because I was wondering how we were going to do that this week. But PJ, thank you. But no, I believe Russ was talking about Cyberpunk Red. Russ, tell us all about it.
Yes, Cyberpunk Red has now a single player mode, which has been released on DriveThruRPG.
Nice.
It basically does what it says on the tin. You can sort of start playing Cyberpunk Red, which is, I think, one of the, Shadowrun and Cyberpunk Red are probably the two big cyberpunk-esque games out there, I guess, aren't they? So you can play it on your own. It's a solo RPG. Let me just call up the page. So
got a Game Master emulator.
Yeah, provides the tools a gamer needs to play Cyberpunk Red on their own or as part of a group with no game master. So you can do either of those two things.
Oh, so GM-less play as well. I knew it was solo, but I didn't know it was GM-less play. That's interesting as well. I haven't played that many GM-less games. I've only played Wonder Home and quite like that. So I'm intrigued to explore more of them. So that's interesting to know.
Yeah. So you can pick this up on DriveThruRPG, and it will cost you $10 for the PDF, and it will cost you $25 for the soft cover. So that's not bad pricing either, as well.
That is
pretty good pricing.
Very affordable.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that pricing. But this single player mode basically it has a bunch of tools, which basically means that the game can step in as the GM in a sense. I'm just calling up the page here. So, closed and open question oracle, fine-tuned to playing Cyberpunk Red. I'm not sure what that means. Guidelines for running solo player investigations, social challenges, and combat. Quick and dirty rules for fast fighting and net running. Rules for solo play. Solo play clocks. And more. There's a whole lot of stuff here. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but there's lots of sort of like builders and generators and things like that. I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I think that's a nice idea. I think I do see in a lot of crowdfunders, a lot of people asking, is there a solo play version of this? So I think there's a really big market for it. There's a whole bunch of people that like that style of play. So cool. Glad it's available for Cyberpunk now.
Every single time we've done a convention, I think every single time at least somebody has asked me whether Level Up Advanced 5e was suitable for solo play. And I've had to sort of say, unfortunately, no.
No.
You know, I'm going to try and sell you something you don't want. This unfortunately probably isn't the game you're looking for. But I think it's a great idea. And I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
Pretty much every game should do it. Every game should do that. I have a solo play version of it.
Absolutely.
How would you do that for, say, Awfully Cheerful Engine?
Probably easier to do for Awfully Cheerful Engine because it's much. Do you know what I would do for Awfully Cheerful Engine? Because the rules are simple enough. I'd make it a choose your own adventure book using the Awfully Cheerful Engine rules.
Okay.
So more fighting fantasy-ish, but using Awfully Cheerful Engine rules. So because the rules are simple enough that you could do that. The rules aren't that much more complex than the fighting fantasy. Little, but not much.
Like the Fighting Fantasy rule set's actually fairly large, not hugely coherent, but it's large and there is stuff in there. So I'm pretty sure that my copy of the Fighting Fantasy rules is bigger than my copy of the Awfully Cheerful Engine. So you're in with a competitive advantage there, Russ.
I was talking about like the actual Fighting Fantasy game books where the rules were like 2 or 3 pages at the front of the book. I'm talking about Fighting Fantasy, which is those rules, and they've been expanded. It's its own game system. Okay, well, I was talking about the Fighting Fantasy game books, which is what the analogy I was trying to make, which is that's what I would do with Awfully Cheerful Engine. I'd make a choose your own adventure style game book, and have like the rules in sort of like 5 pages at the beginning of the book, very simple rules, and then a choose your own adventure style book.
Well, that sounds good. Well, if anybody wants that, put it in the comments, and then I'll make Russ make that.
That sounds fun.
Make me do anything. Thank you very much.
Well, you
Sure.
promised on the podcast
That's
to
not
make
how
it.
this works.
I mean, if you're going to go back on your word in public, oh goodness, I don't know what to say.
I like to think that's how I got the What's Oldest New Bestiary together. I just half wrote it and was like pulled stuff together. And I was like, this needs writing, and just sent it to you.
To be fair, it was something that I had on my docket for years and just never got around to because I'm a terrible what's the word?
Procrastination?
Yes, procrastinator. There we go.
You're a procrastinator who procrastinates.
Yes. Yeah. That. Yeah.
Anyway, Cyberpunk Red, single player mode, and also GM-less version on drive-through RPG.
Yes. So.
Okay. We've got another Kickstarter, and then we've got a little update about the Diamond Comics lawsuit stuff.
Ooh, okay.
What
So
Kickstarter?
should we do Diamond Comics now, and then do the final Kickstarter?
Okay.
Okay. So this has been covered. Green Ronin posted an update on their blog about what was going on, and also Rascal News has also reached out to Paizo. So we've got a couple of quotes from both Green Ronin and Paizo about what's going on. So let's start with the Paizo one. So Rascal News reached out to Paizo, and as it says here, basically what happened was Diamond Comics tried to settle with Paizo by saying that they would let them purchase their inventory back from them.
But can I just clarify? Diamond Comics hadn't purchased the infantry; they just had it on consignment.
Correct.
So they had it, were holding it, and were going to sell it on. Okay, that's wild.
Yes.
Well, I quite like Butler's comment. May I read it?
Yeah, sure.
No, I just love the start. It touches me on a deep emotional level. Butler said he isn't really interested in buying product we already paid for once back from someone that doesn't own it.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, and that's what I was tilting at, because if it had been not a consignment situation, if it had been a distributor that had bought your stock and was going to sell it on, then do you want to buy it back? Then yeah, that seems reasonable.
Well,
but
that's
it
also
doesn't
not
feel
your problem
reasonable
at that stage, is it? Because you've sold the books. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares? Like,
If someone buys your books off you, they can do what they like with them. They're their books. At that point.
Yeah. If they want to sell them at a loss, that is a them issue. It's annoying, but not your problem.
But
yeah, it's like
this situation where the books are on consignment. They haven't bought the books from you. They've just taken possession of the books in order to sell them for you.
Yes.
And any that they can't sell, in theory, they'll send back to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like sale or return.
Yeah.
The chosen name.
Yeah. So yes. So what's going on now? According to Green Ronin, what's happening is Diamond Comics have opened what are called adversary proceedings.
Okay.
Right.
Against the publishers whose stock they have on consignment, and of course all of those publishers are broadly sort of like grouped into three different groups. Who are bringing lawsuits against 3 different lawsuits against Diamond Comics to try and get their stock back.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone isn't familiar with the story, we have mentioned it a few times before, but basically what happened was Diamond Comics is a distributor, mainly comics, but there's like 3 or 4 RPG companies. There was Paizo, Green Ronin, Goodman Games, and Roll for Combat. Also use them in order to try and get into some of the bigger stores in the US.
Yeah.
And what happened is Diamond Comics went bankrupt. Had these companies' books in hand. To varying amounts. I think with Paizo it was like a couple of $100,000, and one of the smaller ones it was sort of like $10,000 worth of stock. But still, it's a lot of money and a lot of your stock, which you basically sent to a distributor in order to have it be sold. But you haven't sold it to that distributor. You've sent it on consignment to them. You still own it. It went bankrupt, and then took a court action to claim basically ownership of the stock that they were holding on consignment for these publishers, so that they could sell that stock to pay off their creditors. Which obviously those publishers whose stock was being sold to pay off Diamond Comics creditors were not happy about this.
Yes, the things that they own are being used.
They would have spent all this time, like a couple of years, developing books, printing them, shipping them, spending vast amounts of money and time. Finally, you've got your books. You go, oh wow, we've got them. They're shipping from the printer now. We've got sort of like 10,000 copies of this amazing new book. Right, we'll send it off to the distributor. Be amazing. Distributor will put it in the stores and sell our book for us. You send it to the distributor, and the distributor says, that's mine now.
Yeah.
And you so I've just spent two years and hundreds of thousands of dollars and tons of work making some stuff for you to sell and keep. Yeah.
Without recompensing me.
Without any compensation. Like,
if you bought them and sold them, kept and sold them, that's fine. That's your business. But no, it's like you haven't bought them. No sale, like, give me my stuff back. It's like not complicated.
But there was, I mean, I won't go into it, but there was a legal technicality which meant it was possible for Diamond Comics to do that. And so Diamond Comics did.
Hence why there's a lawsuit to dispute that, and it's not quite straightforward.
It's various lawsuits, So what's happened now? There's 135 companies in total. The 4 TTRPG ones and 131 comic book companies and board game companies and stuff. Has started adversary proceedings against them. They're going through the 135 companies alphabetically, one at a time.
Okay.
Now, according to the Green One,
so Pathfinder, Roll for Combat.
This is
not great to be them.
This isn't going to be a major problem in the sense that nobody thinks that they're going, that Diamond Comics are going to succeed at this. What it is doing is delaying things and costing these publishers money, time. The value of the stock goes down as time goes on because it becomes older and older stock, and eventually it was a book that was released 3 years ago. Who cares? That sort of thing. So the value of the actual stock goes down. The publishers are having to continue to spend money on lawyers constantly to keep processing through these lawsuits and so forth, and it's costing them time as well. So it's just it's just a grinding them down kind of strategy, basically, wearing them down.
I mean, it might be legal, but famously, like judges and so forth take quite a dim view of people playing games with the legal system. So I imagine there'll be some sort of counter argument to say, stop taking so bloody long.
Well, you see, so the judge, they had originally hoped for a final verdict at the end of August. The judge had said he wasn't comfortable issuing one quite yet and pushed it back to October the 3rd. And then last week pushed it back yet another 2 weeks.
Okay.
Apparently, according to Green Ronin, he said he wasn't impressed with Diamond's tactics, and he told Diamond that they had better propose a serious plan in this extra time, and that he was sympathetic. He was sympathetic to the publisher's situation, but for whatever reason, wasn't quite ready to rule in their favour yet. I mean, like, it's because otherwise, if he rushes Diamond and it seemed to be they were rushed, they didn't have ample time to get stuff done, giving them until October is pretty good going for them. That's a long time to plan stuff. But if he doesn't do that, then his decision is obviously vulnerable to appeal, which no judge wants. That's like just massive, and also
massive black eye
for any parties involved.
It's not serving justice. So but on the other hand, it's like when somebody comes up with this clown stuff of, we're going to deal with them individually but in alphabetical order. It's like, come on, man. You're just not being serious. A pungent comment from Richard Kirk, selling a load of products based on enormous amounts of other people's creative work. What are they? A Gen AI startup? I mean,
sassy.
Apparently they're some sort of distribution company, but we like where you're coming from.
I've already got somebody to help me bully Russ into writing an Ace adventure.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Right.
All right, so that's the current update on the Diamond Comics situation. I
Yes,
guess
so
we'll
it's
keep you
just been
updated.
punted down the road a little bit further, but it looks hopeful. It looks like people do seem to be saying, their chances are good. It's just that it keeps getting punted down the road, and it's just costing time and energy and effort. And
yeah, well, hopefully we can give you another update next month, and let you know what's going on.
Fingers crossed. Right. Next one. Odyssey of the Dragonlords. So this was...
Goodness,
I
this
wouldn't
is
say Greek
quite some
themed.
time back. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was... I wouldn't say Greek themed, it was Greek inspired. It
Yeah.
had a sort of veneer of Greekness over it.
Yeah.
It wasn't set in Greece or... Yeah, it was...
Fancy with Greek
It had,
elements.
it had a Greek vibe to it, I think is the best way to put
Greek
it.
mythology, specifically.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're not
of
expecting
course, yeah.
barnyards and plate smashing and Uzu and other delightful things.
We're
No
not
calamari
talking-
was harmed.
We're not talking kebabs here. We are talking Greek mythology. Yeah. This is a remastered edition.
Okay.
So this was a setting for 5e.
Right.
I can't remember when was it. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, wasn't it? It was quite a while.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It might be longer than that, mate. It's like because 3-4 years ago we had a whole lockdown thing going on. I think it might be older than that.
Maybe.
I mean, due a remaster, I could well believe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, they're updating it to the 2024 D&D rules.
Oh, fair
Yeah,
enough.
okay.
Yeah, that's a
Because-
fair reason.
Because,
Why would they do such a thing, Russ?
I don't
The
understand
same
because
edition.
D&D 2024 is the same game. Yes, I don't
Oh, children!
What? We're
Every
just trying
time.
to respect. We're trying to respect their identity, but sometimes they make it hard on us.
Okay, tell me the news about Odyssey of the Dragonlords Remastered Edition, Russ, please.
Okay, so it's coming back to Kickstarter.
Mhm.
It's from Arcanum Worlds, and it's going to contain 4 books, as you can see there on the picture there. There's the Odyssey of the Dragonlords Remastered, which is the setting book. We've got the Great Labours.
That'll be a Hercules reference.
Yeah, I think that's probably an adventure book. I'm not 100% sure. Readers
likely.
of Oath and Ruin and the Hero's Handbook.
Well, Hero's Handbook is probably for your players.
Yeah,
Have a look
there
at.
we go. Great Labours, character levels 1 to 6 adventure.
Mhm.
Reavers of Oath and Ruin is a Norse-inspired saga across the
Makes
Serpent
sense.
Sea. Again, character levels 1 to 6.
Okay.
Odyssey of the Dragonlords itself is a quest across the seas of Thylea for character levels 7 to 20.
Ooh. Okay. So you got maybe a choice starting. Maybe. Don't know.
And then we've got the Hero's Handbook. It says 10 races. They haven't updated the language to species then, which is 2024 language. 10 races, 24 subclasses, and more.
Okay. That's
There
cool.
we go.
Yeah. I mean, the original one was very high quality. It was very, very pretty, very nice. And this one comes with pins and tokens and rollout maps and tons of accessories and things like that. So it's one of those Kickstarters that is going to do well just because the average pledge level is going to be probably up, around the $100 mark.
Yeah.
Which immediately pushes your Kickstarter right up. And of course, it does add to the fact that you now have to make and import pins and dice and tokens and things from all over the world and different factories and pay tariffs on them.
Complicated
I
stuff.
don't know. Who knows?
Logistics.
Stuff that I wouldn't dare do at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah. And you can also download previews of each of those books as well
Very nice.
on the Kickstarter page, on the preview page.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good. I mean, if you like Greek stuff,
Yeah.
don't
Greek
expect
inspired.
don't expect it to be the actual sort of an actual Greek mythology setting. It is very much
It's its own thing, but
Esque,
heavily
yeah.
inspired. Yeah.
Yeah. No
Gods,
Zeus running around
Titans,
as a
all
sex
that
pest
stuff,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
Might
gods and
apply to
titans
this.
and stuff, just different gods and titans.
Yeah. legally distinct gods and titans.
Yes,
What's the reason?
just in case Zeus sues you. I don't know. How does?
I
don't know.
I gotta say,
Hera.
man, suing you exactly here.
Here will turn you into a bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not like that. I don't want to be turned into a bee.
Well,
I think you might
Best
turn into a
behaved then.
spider. So yeah, you keep your nose clean, mate, and there'll be no end up.
Would it be
Spend your
worse to be
days
turned
dodging
into a
around
bee or
flowers.
turned into a wasp, though?
Well,
If you
bees
turned
things
into
will
a-
once they die.
I know, but if you're a wasp, everybody hates you.
I
yeah,
mean,
Nobody
but
likes
that's
wasps.
that's because you
Like
go
you.
around doing really hateful behaviour.
Argy bargy,
Yes,
mate, argy bargy.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, I hear wasps may eat annoying insects. I wouldn't know they're annoying insects, but I'm not
Yes.
an etymologist.
No,
Or
none of us are.
entomologist? No, entomologist. That's one. Don't get
I'm not
my-
that. I'm not that either. I'm neither of those things.
Well, I am. I am the world's leading entomologist.
Really?
Really?
Famously so. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And I can agree with you, as the world's most famous leading entomologist, I can confirm categorically that wasps are annoying little bastards.
You heard it
That
here
is
first.
scientific.
Good.
That is
Okay.
the correct scientific term.
Well,
Alrighty.
Anyway.
we'll hear about that on your other podcast, but for now, let's stick to the tabletop RPG news.
So we're kind of at the end of the tabletop RPG news, apart from one last little and a cyborg. Ray versus the World says, I am also. I know, I was synthetic. I am fully synthetic. I'm not a cyborg. There is no organical material in my body
That
whatsoever.
would make you, strictly speaking, an android.
Yeah, it depends on which universe. If you're talking the Aliens universe, they call them synthetics. Or
I'm sorry,
artificial
they don't know
persons,
these.
I think, is the term they prefer.
Persons of
There you go.
artifice nowadays.
Yeah. Anyway. Where were we? Yes, a last little plug for our own current Kickstarter.
Woohoo!
Oh,
It
wow.
launched
Amazing.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Funded within 6 minutes. It is the official
Nice.
history for What's Old is New. It's enormous. It's over
Mhm.
350 pages.
Yeah.
Big hardcover
Uh-huh.
book. It ended up being a lot bigger than we expected. It's done.
Mhm.
It's ready to go. So it'll be a nice quick turnaround on this one.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We've shown
Yeah.
previews in previous episodes. I don't know how to handle it now. But it's beautiful. You can also pick up the What's Old is New starter set if you are new to the system, if you don't know the system. Relatively cheaply as well. Like 25 quid, I think, something along those lines.
As an add-on, it's 25, but there's a bundle with the book that gets it down to just 15.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice. I
That is
mean,
an
I gotta
amazing
say, like that is really good because the What's Old is New starter set does have 3 adventures set in fantasy, modern day ish, and the future, all complete with maps and little tokens. And yeah, I've had a good time playing them. So yeah.
Loads and loads of stuff in there, yeah.
But yeah. So that's live. Will be live till October 16th, and that will be when we're sending you the PDF. And we've also got nice BTT tokens of all the beasts in there as well, that when you pick up any of the digital tiers as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's the end of the show, I think. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
It. That's it for this week.
Yeah.
Thank you
There we are.
everybody for joining us.
That's
Is it next week you're away, Peter?
next 2 weeks.
Next 2 weeks you'll be away.
Sad times.
Sad times. Or happy times, because you're going to be away having fun and doing good stuff. So
Well,
Well,
I'm
yes.
going to be eating amazing food, being sport rotten, and just having a great time. So yeah,
Nice.
rocks to be me.
Well, whilst you're away, we can
Yes.
keep you updated with the latest tabletop RPG news, because Russ and I will be here as usual, and you can even join us live if you want at 2 p.m. BST or 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, sure, that could happen. if I can, there might be internet problems, but I'll see how it goes.
Well, you being
Right.
you, PJ, or you, the dear listener here.
Yeah, indeed. Yes. Have a great time.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to get out of here. We're going to have a weekend. I have got
Oh, yeah.
3 episodes of Gen V to binge tonight.
Woo! Good
Oh
times.
yeah,
Very much looking forward
I
to.
need to watch that as well.
Yeah, 3 episodes. The first 3 episodes of season 2 landed on, I think, Wednesday. I think it was. I haven't had a chance to watch them yet.
This weekend, I'm going to be reading up on Iron Kingdoms because I am starting a
Right.
campaign with some friends, and we're having our session 0 on the 5th of October. So I want to read the rules and understand what is happening.
Is it its own system or is it 5e?
I know there was a 4E conversion for certain, because I played a bit of it. But,
I don't know which version of Iron Kingdoms we're playing, but there is a Dropbox and a campaign folder that has been sent, so I will have a look and let you know.
Which you have not yet looked at. Okay.
Because that's what I'm doing this
Okay.
weekend. But our games master has very kindly collated everything, said, "Here's all the information, so you can."
Which you carefully ignored completely.
No, I said thank you. I'll read that this weekend because I have been very busy working this week, Russ.
yeah, exactly.
All right, let's get out of here.
All
Let's
right.
leave.
All right.
I'm
Okay,
done
goodbye.
with this.
Bye-bye.
All the tabletop role-playing news. We aim to amuse and we aim to enthuse. And Morris's unofficial tabletop RPG.